Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill. Today we're bringing in present moment. So, how can we be in the present moment during our practice and during our day? So, we're going to start with 1 minute for peace. So, find your position, feet flat on the ground, standing, sitting, or lying down. Connect yourself to the earth. Feel it flowing through you. Connect to the universe. Feel it coming back. Have your hands together in prayer position, and we will begin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, a minute for peace. How do you feel? Can you feel anything happening as you're practicing this every day? In your hands, warmth, chi flowing through? Do you feel the connection? Do you feel yourself start to radiate or anything? Just notice. Nothing that you have to do. Okay, if I can count. So we're bringing in present moment. Hi Lynn. Hi Joanne. Let's start our practice with our feet shoulder hip distance apart, fingers gently open, elbows slightly out, spine nice and straight, smile on your face. Smile stands for start my internal love engine. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Tuck your chin in a bit. Hi Alicia. Hi Faye. And then just start bouncing from the knees. We're helping to move any toxins or anything we no longer need out of our system. The lymphatic system needs some help, so we bounce, we move. That's why it's good to move, exercise. So we're bouncing right now. We're starting to bring vibration into all the organ systems, waking up our chi, our life force with intelligence. And just be in this present moment. Notice what you notice. If you got an ache or something, so notice it gently. That will direct the chi there to help to open it up. Let's take our hands over our head. We'll do 5 minutes with our hands up over our heads to live to 100. And of course, you can do spring force qigong sitting, standing, or lying down. Whatever you can't do physically, just use your visualization. Right now, we're breathing in through the nose, slowly, deeply, and gently, and allowing our breath to release through our mouth. And when you're doing this, kind of notice how the breath, how the length of the breath is going in and out. Hi, Christine. And you don't need to change anything. We're just going to notice. And if our out breath is very short, the same or shorter than the in-breath, then we may want to encourage our out-breath to be a little longer. No forcing, just say, Nice breath in. Maybe your out-breath is twice as long. Hi, Martha. Use that wave, ocean wave visualization. You're breathing in, that's the ocean wave gently coming in. You're breathing out, the ocean wave goes out, and you see that extra little wave underneath, plus the water color, the water volume going down, changing the color of the sand. And then you allow yourself to wait and trust that you're going to breathe again. And let your body do it for you instead of forcing it. And notice when you do that, it really helps your shoulders to soften. You can take a bigger in-breath the next time, just automatically. So what's the weather by you lately? Oh, it was such a beautiful day yesterday. I actually was outside for most of it. Went to the Chicago Botanic Gardens orchid show. The orchid part was inside, and then we walked out outside for quite a while. Not too many flowers. There are little bitty ones. I had to look them up, like snowdrops or something. Little bitty white ones. They were coming up on their own. But the orchid show was unbelievable. The colors. Hi, Susan. So we're just bouncing. We're breathing. Let images go through your mind and thoughts. And just try not to catch them. They can go through. You're a little bit back from those now. You're centering in on what your body feels like, your life force. So our spine is as straight as possible, our shoulders are relaxed, our chin is in. We have a smile on our face and our tongue is touching the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth, and then we release the shoulders down. Good job on our 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands up over our heads. And then we let the shoulders guide the movement here, side to side. As you continue to bounce, and unwind yourself when you're ready. Okay. All right, shoulder shrugs. Lift the shoulders up to the ears, head goes back. Scrunch back a little bit. Smile on your face. We're helping our brain. Breathe. Release the shoulders down. Feel maybe a coolness as spinal fluid comes up the spine, up the rest of the neck, and into the brain. Pull the shoulders down to release any tension. And release that. And then let's do that 2 more times. Shoulders come up, head goes back. and down. And you're just being so gentle with your body. Pull the shoulders down and saying good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are and when you're doing this. Hi, June. One more time, shoulders up, just lift them up. So if you move your body and you kind of swing your arm swing, then you did it. You're doing it right. If they're holding, then relax, let go, so that they just move like tassels. And then we'll release the shoulders. Head comes up, spinal fluid, chi coming through the body, giving a big wash, whoosh, cleaning everything out, cleaning all those dreams and whatever was the thoughts that were zooming around your head. Off they go, turning into something beautiful. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then pull the shoulders down one more time. All right, now we'll tap the cheekbones and open, open, open. All blockages are gone, completely healed. Tap the beginning of the eyebrows. Cup the top of the head, feeling the vibration moving through us. Cup the base of the head, holding your forehead. You don't have to hold your forehead, but if you do, you can feel the vibration, and you know that if you can feel it, then you're doing it firm enough. Come down to your C7, the bump at the base of the neck, and massage this any which way. And you may notice that this area is already in pretty good shape from our shoulder shrugs. Then we'll stimulate the heart and lungs with clapping and cupping. And continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Window the lungs. And back. We'll do 2 more sets. I was somehow getting to 9 on 6 for a few. I don't know why. Let's do another set. And if you want to, you could hold that last one and feel the vibration. Feel where it's going. No, so then you can see, yeah, I am sending vibration. Where is it going? What's it doing? Be curious. Cup your kidneys. Rub with the backs of the hands. Rub with the palms of the hands. Come down to the tailbone and the hips and the knees. Reach around to the backs. Cut both sides, left knee and right knee. Up. And then if you're not pregnant, come up on the toes and down on the heels. Know that you're helping your bone density, and you're also giving a good shake, just a gentle shake. Any extra energy you no longer need, releasing, you're opening up those bubbling springs at the base of the neck, the feet, sorry, I don't know where I am today. Okay, so right here, on the bottom of the feet, that's what I meant to say. And so that's where the chi's coming up and we're releasing down. And you can massaging the bottom of the feet, that area around the arch and everything, pulling the toes, and a good massage on your feet is fantastic for releasing energy out. Hi Susan and hi June. All right, so that was our active exercises. Excellent. Now we'll get into beginning of the universe position. Feet shoulder hip distance apart. Bend your knees, elbows out. Stretch your fingers and toes on purpose. Mega stretch, mega stretch. Sending the chi to the tips of the toes and fingers, activating 12 meridians in the body that go to our organ systems, liver system, heart system, stomach system, lung system, and kidney system. All revving up for the day. Your engines are purring. And then feel yourself go between being and not being. Tongue is touching the roof of the mouth, the chin's back a little bit, smiles on our face. We feel that joy, just having that smile just automatically coming up. As we remember, SMILE stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. And you let your shoulders soften down. They're melting down, down, down. You feel yourself going between being and not being, and maybe lifting up just a little bit like you're breathing helium. Maybe there's a gentle breeze that's moving you. How does that feel? Then we'll say the password. I'm in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Then we connect to what's most divine for each of us. Your God, your masters, your family, the earth, the oceans, the air. Feel yourself again more aligned, more balanced. You can feel the physical part. You can feel your light part, the chi, the energy. And you ask for what you want from your practice, from your day, for yourself, your family, your community, the world. You pour it in. And you let the universe do the work. Switch your breathing to in and out through the nose. Check your tailbone, your spine, shoulders. Shake them down a little bit more. Knees, maybe you want to bend a little bit more. That'll cultivate more kidney chi, energy for the day. Smiling. Let's take our right hand over our upper chest and left hand over the lower dantian and elbows out. Column of light from the top of our head to the bottom of our torso. Feel the column of light against the palms of your hands and your fingers. This is actually called forming of yin and yang. And this is a beautiful position anytime you just want to connect and reconnect to yourself and make a safe space. And then we could do moving of yin and yang. So we take the right hand out and down as the left hand comes in and up. And we're slowly moving using our elbows to guide the movement. Feeling, so using our mind, our focus to feel the chi of this column of light, which is easiest to feel using the palm of your hands and your fingers, just feeling that tingling as your hands are moving up and down. Maybe you can feel as your hands are moving, you can feel the light beams going into your body, through your body. Maybe you can first feel it where they go in front of each other, so you've got a double beam. You could hang out there if you want to see if you can feel it. Or maybe you can feel it the bottom of your torso, the top of your head, or anywhere in between. And you can feel or see or imagine light coming from the palms of the hands. Now this one is for the liver system. We're releasing anger and bringing in happiness. You can use the sound she with a color green. So you can imagine you've got green light beams going in and through you and then out your back. So as it goes in, finds extra chi you no longer need, helps it transform into something beautiful like butterflies. And then you see coming out of your back just waves of butterflies or beams of light going off to the ends of the universe, releasing, taking with it any aches and pains, disease, any mental stress, emotions. Just let it all go. You don't need to hold on to it. The anger, you don't need to hold it. Let the emotion go. Doesn't change. Doesn't make things like, oh, well, that means that wasn't, something that could hurt you or whatever. But it lets it go from you so you can move forward. And you could learn, so you keep the lesson. You learn to let go so you can have another day, another beautiful day. To bring in a little wisdom, to help your family, to see beautiful flowers. I recommend if you've got something like that around where you can go and see beautiful flowers like the Chicago Botanic Gardens Orchid Show. So renewing. And we'll let our hands stop in front of the lower dantian. One hand is out, one hand is in. And you feel the chi and the green beams of light, right, coming from the hands into the body and back. And just this beautiful communication of love and our beautiful thing for today, which is really good. Present moment, yeah, we're being in the present moment. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. And let your hands slowly come down. What if we have them go really slowly down? And we feel all the chi gather in the lower dantian. It's a beautiful ball of light, and it could be green, it could be any color, it could be multicolors. And then once you feel it all there, you give it a spin. Spin, spin, spin. And it spins faster and faster and faster, and it gets smaller and brighter. And smaller and brighter. And smaller and even brighter. You can feel or see it here with your eyes closed. You can feel it there, right? Like the sun is just beaming right down on you. That's that inner light that's shining through you. And finally, it turns into a tiny little energy pill. You tuck it deep behind the navel. We take 3 gentle deep breaths in and out. Let's just slow down today. And practice is feels a lot more gentle and slow today and quiet. From being around all those flowers, I do not know how much time it must have taken and how they keep them all blooming so beautifully. It was so cute. It's called Groovy. as we rub our hands together and start to open our eyes and or let's get groovy. And so they actually had shag carpeting around some pots, and so it was so cute. Big sunshine, like a big sun with the beams, but the beams were orchids all up the wall in the colors. It was amazing. And there were little teeny ones, and there were giant ones, and ones that looked like slippers. Every color, every color combination. There were ones that had, they're very pale. There were ones that were so bright. Allow yourself to drink in that nature and let it come through you and say, yeah, you are this. You are colorful. You're bright. You stand out. You're awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, how's that feeling? Feel your awesomeness as we take a big, giant 10,000 hand breath in. Let the universe give us all the gifts of all the colors, and that we can see all the colors that we are. See all the shapes we are. And if you think about it, the different cells, the different organs, all the tissues and everything, we have so many shapes. We have so many colors. We release the hands down. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings. I know I'm all mellow from the groovy orchid show. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I send you many, many blessings. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.